Revised Code Section 70320.
Yes.
You understand that that law does not exist and did not exist in 2026, sir?
I don't understand.
Hey, did you go to check any of the laws prior to your placing this form out there for signature by the voters of the village of Batavia?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Sure. Did you ever check to see what the law was with respect to the dissolution of villages prior to the creation of that form?
No, I didn't.
And you submitted this form to the village, you submitted this form to the voters seeking their signature, correct?
Correct.
So you were seeking their signature to dissolve the village pursuant to Revised Code Section 70320, correct?
I guess they could make that assumption.
Yes, sir, and I'm going to point you to the upper portion of the page. You see there where your petition document requested that a special election be held?
Okay. To my best of my knowledge, it's an election to dissolve the village.
Hey, sir, do you see on there where it asks for a special election?
I see that.
Does that document request a general election?
I don't see that document requesting a general election.
Do you understand that the types of elections are specifically defined under the Ohio Revised Code?
I'm sure.
Did you check prior to the creation of that document to ensure that you were citing to and or requesting action pursuant to the proper Ohio Revised Code sections?
I'm not quite sure I understand what you're trying to ask me.
Sure. You asked people to sign for a special election, correct?
I signed a petition for that effect.
On the committee, you were asking other people to sign this document, correct?
I guess you could assume that from that, yes.
And you were asking people.
Objection, that mischaracterizes the purpose and role of a committee as stated on the petition itself. The petition simply says we designate the following as a committee to be regarded as filing the petitions. That's all it indicates the committee is doing.
I'm going to let the question go. I think after this witness, I want to get together with my colleagues and see if maybe we can. I don't know how many more witnesses you're going to have. I don't know how many more witnesses the petitioners are going to have. Let's see if we can't truncate some of these issues a little bit. But I'm not going to do the middle of the witness.
I understand, sir. Mr. Bach, you understand, back to Exhibit B, please. Actually, take those pages back to the court reporter. Thank you.
Okay.
Have Exhibit B in front of you?
Yep.
You understand that the special election you were seeking was a special election to be provided by the council of the village of Batavia, correct?
I mean, I thought I understood what I was signing.
So, Mr. Bach, you understand that the document you have submitted and were a committee member of asked for an election to be held by the attorney for the village of Batavia, correct?
I didn't quite understand that it would be held by the attorney for the village, no.
Well, Mr. Bach, since you were on the committee, if not you, who should have known that?
Objection argumentative.
Actually, I think that is kind of a fair objection. I asked him if he knows.
Fair enough. Mr. Bach, do you know who made the decision to ask for a special election to be held by council, COUNSEO, for the village?
Well, I assumed that it was Albright.
You say Albright, that's William Albright?
Yes.
William Albright was not a member of the committee, correct?
Correct.
Did you pay Mr. Albright for his efforts?
I did not.
Do you know how Mr. Albright made the copies, excuse me, strike that, who made the copies of those part petitions for signature?
It's not been made clear to me who made the copies.
Did you pay for them?
No,
Do you know if the Billingsley paid for them?
I don't know who paid for it.
Do you know if the Shinkles paid for them?
Same answer.
Mr. Bach, do you recall when I asked you in your deposition if listing yourself as the petitioner who lives in the village of Batavia, which is not true, would cause people to misunderstand who the petitioners were with respect to this petition and could cause confusion. Do you
Objection,
recall me asking you that?
I
objection,
recall confusion.
objection, hang on.
Let's let Mr. Hudson.
Objection, it's mischaracterizing it. They are not petitioners. The petitioners are everyone who signed the petition. This is simply a committee representing, being regarded as a committee to file the petition.
No, I'm
They are not
asking-
the petitioners. It mischaracterizes the law.
I'm asking him about his signature as petitioner on the second page, second side of page 41. Do you recall me asking you that, sir?
I don't recall you asking me that.
Well, do you believe that could cause confusion and mislead people, sir?
I believe you're good at that.
And the answer is, when you did it, were you attempting to mislead people?
I didn't attempt to mislead anybody.
Okay, you recall when I asked you that question on July 21st, 2026, you took the fifth.
I'll take your word for it. I don't recall it.
You tell me why today you're saying that you don't think that misled people.
Did I say that?
You just did.
I don't believe I misled anybody.
So do you see on the document in red where it says, whoever knowingly signs this petition more than once, signs other than his own, or signs when not a legal voter, is liable to prosecution? It's in red. Do you see it on there?
I do.
But you went ahead and signed this document, correct?
I did.
And do you see at the bottom of the page where it says, in bold and capital letters, whoever commits election falsification is guilty of a felony of the 5th degree. Do you see that?
I do.
But you went ahead and signed this document, correct?
Well, the instructions, I didn't see anything wrong with signing it.
And you went ahead and allowed William Albright to list you as a committee member, correct?
I did.
Objection, foundation.
Counselor, I think we all get your points. Can we, maybe move on a little bit, not belabor this, it's already 11:15. Yeah, I think the board all well understand.
I tried to bring over the testimony, but it wasn't brought over. So I'm trying to make sure the record in this proceeding is clear, but I will try to move on.
I think we all understand the point you're trying to make, sir.
Your residence in 260 East Main in Owensville, the next door property is owned by the Eisen family, is it not?
I don't know.
Sir, if the public records reflect that it's held in the Eisen Family Trust, would you have any reason to disagree with that?
No,
Do you know the Eisens?
I don't.
Did you talk to anyone before today's hearing? Not talking about an attorney.
I've talked to people today.
Who'd you talk to today?
Is that relevant for me to disclose who I've spoken with this morning? I
Yes.
haven't spoken with
Mr.
anyone.
Chairman, I would object that it is not relevant. I mean, where are we going? We're dealing with the validity of a petition. Now we're getting about who its neighbors are, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I understand the question of the neighbors. You know, a lot of the question to the extent that you're asking whether or not Mr. Bach has spoken with anybody about the matters he's testifying about.
That's better.
I mean, if you talk to somebody about the weather.
No, we're asking about this, we're asking about this proceeding, sir. Exactly. So, Mr. Buck, did you talk to anybody about this proceeding? Not asking you about your attorney.
I did.
Who'd you speak with?
I spoke with a woman who got me up to make sure I got here on time.
Okay, and what's her name?
I don't see that that's a,
Mr. Chairman, what's the name of a person who made sure he got here on time?
I'm going to allow the question. But
Just want to know the name. Then we're asking what they talked about. It's
And I
two
think
quick
it's-
questions.
I don't think that was asked in the first hearing either, if we're just trying to regurgitate.
we're getting a little bit, I think.
well, I'd rather not answer that question. I don't want to involve other people in this, especially in public. So I'm going to take the fifth if that's appropriate.
Okay, so, sir, just to be clear, the conversation you had with someone today about these proceedings, you're taking the fifth.
That conversation I had with somebody about making sure I got here on time, yeah, I'll take the fifth as to who that was.
To show you just again for purpose of admission to this record, Exhibit E, you have that in front of you?
I do.
Those are photographs of the property located at 260 East Main Street, correct?
Yes.
I'll show you what was marked as Exhibit F. Get this back from you. Thank you. You have Exhibit F in front of you?
I got it.
That's the photograph of the property located at 390 South Riverside, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
This time we have nothing further for Jeffrey Block.
Mr. Hartman, do you have any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
Mr. Buck, thank you again for your time. You are excused. At this point, I want to take a recess to talk to my colleagues, and I'd like council to join us, please. I'm assuming this is going to be about 10 or 15 minutes. We'll stand in recess.
Yeah. I didn't think I got to go back there and help them right now.
I just want to say, I've got a couple of things. You know, this is the deed to that place. All right.
if you're at 148.
But we're started at 149, which included Mr. Bach, 148.
You're now at 148 without Mr. Bach.
Well,
And at this point, we're not.
I'm asking you not to prejudge Mr. Bach's determination of his signature here is all I'm calling you out to do. Wait till all the evidence and the arguments are made, then make your.
I believe a hearing's been had on that matter. Asking you not to judge it and judge
Understand,
beyond the
it's
veil.
very, very unlikely to get Mr. Bach back in his valid speech, okay? So you should assume that you're working with 148.
I don't think it's appropriate for an adjudicatory body to prejudge evidence before they've heard all the evidence and all the arguments.
With the caveats that we have just discussed, we'll call you next witness.
Thank you. And for purpose of the record, we believe it is appropriate to ask some additional witnesses questions about whether or not the documents as given to them cause them to be confused. So I appreciate what the board has said, but to the extent we do believe it is also necessary, we will try to refrain where possible, but if we believe it's appropriate, we will ask. We're not going to just say we can't ask, because for some people that might make a true difference or discussion point. We would ask for Jennifer Loving.
Is she on the petition? What number can I just read?
7. She's on Board of Elections, page 17.
Gotcha.
Please take a seat. And we'll ask the recorder to swear you in.
Would you state your name and address for the record, please?
Jennifer Loving, 190 North Riverside Drive, Batavia, Ohio, 45103.
Ms. Loving, thank you for coming here today. I'm trying to make this quick. I'm going to show you what has been marked as Exhibit B, page 17. Hold that. Thank you. You have that in front of you?
Yes,
And do you see your signature on that page or the very next page?
I see it on this page.
And Ms. Loving, did you sign that document?
Yes, I did,
Where did you sign that document?
at Muscle Mechanic.
And who did you sign that in front of?
William Albright and one of the employees there.
So Mr. Albright was there that day when you signed.
Correct.
And did Mr. Albright ask you for your identification that day?
No.
Did Mr. Albright ask you if you were a registered voter?
No.
All right, Ms. Loving, thank you.
I got Miss Loving.
She's yelling at you.
I guess ask you questions.
You are a registered voter, are you not?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
Can you
Thank you.
redirect?
No.
Ms. Loving, thank you very much for your time. Sorry we had you wait. You are excused. Next witness, counsel.
Michael Reeder.
Have a number?
Petition number 18.
Mr. Chairman, I would object to Mr. Reeder testifying. His signature was not challenged in the protest, or it's not identified as one of the signatures being challenged, and you must be specific in the protest.
Well, I don't know what is going Mr. Reeder.
Okay. Well, the witness we just had basically wasn't in the protest. I didn't object then, but we're going to be going down this path of checking people who aren't even listed in the protest.
Well,
we'll see where it goes, but I mean,
I don't know why he's calling this witness. I can't.
Mr. Reeder, I'm going to hand you what is marked as Exhibit B. Ask you to turn to page 18 of the part petition. Mr. Reeder, just a moment. Yes.
You saw the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so God.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Reeder, what's your name and address?
My name is Michael Reeder, and I'm at 200 Meadowbrook Drive, Batavia, Ohio.
Mr. Reader, excuse me, you have in front of you what has been marked as Exhibit B, Board of Elections, Park Petitions, page 18. Do you see that?
Yes.
Is that your signature? Did you sign that document?
I did.
Where did you sign that?
I believe, I don't remember what storefront it was in. I went to one of the storefronts here in downtown Batavia when they were asking people to sign the petition.
Was it Muscle Mechanics
Possibly. Sounds familiar.
or was it Sin City?
I think it was Muscle Mechanics.
When you signed that, was anyone with you when you signed it?
Yes.
Who was with you?
I don't know their name.
Male or female?
It was a male and female.
It was a male and female. And who was there with you?
That was myself and then the people who were signing the petition.
And you don't know their names. Was people signing the petition?
I was signing the petition and there were people who were asking for signatures for the petition
This was in front of the store.
inside the store. Yes.
Okay. And there were two people there, a male and a female.
I believe so, yes.
Can you describe the male for me?
Mr. Chairman, I renew my objection for getting into who witnessed the signature. This signature is not part of the protest.
The circulator's authentication is part of the protest.
The protest has to state protest specifically. And he was very specific. He identified, I think, over 60 signatures they wanted to challenge in their protest. It's not a witch hunt. It's not to call people who signed this petition. I mean, the previous witness, I don't even know why she was called. But we're going down that same path, and you wanted to expedite things, but
Understand your objection.
No, we're not here to expedite things. Excuse me, counsel.
Very quickly, let him go ahead with this, although so far the witnesses said there was somebody there, you didn't know who it was, so I'm not sure what we learned from this.
That's correct.
or why he was called to start with.
Well, that too.
Because we have to lay foundation for witnesses. We have to find out what they're going to testify to. Thank you. And you don't know the names of the people who were there when you executed this document. Did anyone ask you to see your ID?
I showed them my ID. I don't remember.
You don't remember.
No, sir.
When you say them, was it a male and a female? Again,
I believe so.
can you describe the female for me?
I don't remember.
Okay, did she short or tall?
They're about average height. And I don't really, it was a while ago. I don't have the best memory.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to object. A female has nothing to do. Mr. Albright is indicated as being the circulator on this petition. Why do we even care what the female looks like?
I must sustain that, Judge. I don't know what this information adds to our understanding of the issues.
We have nothing further for this witness. We'll call the next witness.
Mr. Hartman, do you have any questions?
I have no questions, but I would like the board, if we're going to be going down the same path for the past two witnesses who were not even identified in the protest, it is highly improper and should not be allowed.
Your Honor, we have stipulated and we have said that there was problems with the circulator. These witnesses go toward the circulator. So
Problems with the circulator is not specific enough for a proper protest under
Well, that's an argument,
3501.
counsel. Thank
Can
you.
I not be
I'm
interrupted?
gonna let him, Mr. Hartman, I'm gonna let him build his record on whether or not it was proper witnessing.
Even though the protest does not identify these
Let him
signatures.
build his record on whether or not it was proper witnessing.
For the record, then, I want my objection noted that under 3501.39, the protest must be specific and not a general protest. You're allowing him to go forward with a general protest,
Third
which is
time you said that,
improper.
Mr. Hartman, it is in the record.
we call Sarah Heinrich.
Sorry, who?
Sarah Heinrich. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to strike the testimony of the past two witnesses,
Overruled.
Mr. Reader and Ms. Lovin.
Overruled. Ms. Heinrich, can you please come to the front of the room, that chair there, and then the court reporter will swear you in.
Okay,
Chair right there.
give me sit.
Yeah.
Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely.
Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Sarah Heinrich, 614 Terrace View Drive, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45255.
You make sure I spell it correctly. Is it, or I'm gonna spell it right, Heinrich?
Correct.
Court reporter asked me and I took a guess, but my German is not as good as it used to be. Mr.
Very German.
Very German. What's your present work address?
184 East Main Street, Batavia, Ohio, 45103.
And what's your business there?
Muscle Mechanics.
I'll show you what has been marked as Exhibit I. Generally speaking, is that your storefront?
It is.
And did you understand that it had been placed on Facebook that individuals could come to your store to sign a petition?
I did after it was posted, but I did offer my place as a business for them to come sign.
Ms. Heinrich, do people come to your business and actually sign that petition?
I had 2 people to my knowledge.
To your knowledge, who are those people?
I don't know. I don't know their names.
Was it male, female, 2 males, 2 females?
There was one female who came in with her daughter, myself, another therapist, and my office manager all witnessed her come in and sign the paperwork. And then the other gentleman was a male, probably younger age. I'm not sure how old he is.
Okay, so the female who came in, was William Albright present when she signed at your business?
No,
Did you sign as a circulator for her signature?
the petition was removed from my facility before I had a chance to sign.
Who removed the petition?
I wasn't outside to witness that.
The male who signed, was he in your business or outside?
In my business,
Did you witness it?
I did.
Did you assist him in filling out the form?
I walked in through everything, yes.
And did you sign as a circulator for his signature?
Again, the petition was gone before I had a chance to sign it.
Was his name Michael Reeder?
I honestly don't know.
Was William Albright present with you?
No.
Was William Albright ever present with you when anyone signed?
Not with myself, but I do have a therapist who witnessed 2 signatures in my facility the night of the concert in the park. She was going to sign an affidavit and send it to me, but then our electric went out and I haven't been back at the office with her, but she did see 2 people.
With William Albright?
William Albright was there during those 2 signatures.
Okay, is that different than the 2 you and I just talked
Yes.
about? Okay. So there's 2 signatures, though, that you were present for, Mr. Albright wasn't present for,
That's correct.
and you don't know what happened to those forms?
No.
The 2 signatures, do you know if they were on one page or separate pages?
1 page each.
1 page each. So if I'm doing the math correctly, there should be 4 separate 1 signature pages from your business.
No, just the 2 that I witnessed. So there should be 1 page with 1 signature where the woman signs, 1 page with the second signature where the male signed. The 2 that came in and signed with Albright, I wasn't present, so I can't vouch for that.
Do you know who Jennifer Loving is?
No.
Do you know who Michael Gardner is?
I do.
Is Mr. Gardner the person who signed to your knowledge?
No.
Thank you.
This is intense.
Just a few questions. Did Mr. Albright approach you about allowing petitions to be at your business?
Mr. Albright actually came into my office and asked if any of us were village residents and how we feel about the developing of the village, in which I said none of us are village residents. I explained to him that I do believe everybody should have a place that they can have a say and vote. So I offered him to allow those signatures to be collected in my office, but he didn't ask.
Did he explain to you what would be necessary for the process of you collecting signatures at your business?
Yes, he said that I had to assist them with them, make sure they were a village resident. I had to witness the signature myself, and then he explained that I did have to sign the bottom of the sheet as the witness for those forms.
So that was Mr. Albright explained that process. That was necessary. Nothing further.
Can you redirect?
So you actually asked the people if they lived in the village.
I did.
Did you ask to see their driver's license?
I did not.
And again, as you sit here, you don't know the names of those individuals.
I don't.
So it's possible it was Jennifer Loving and Michael Reeder. You just can't say.
I honestly can't say.
Mr. Herman?
Nothing further.
Ma'am, just a couple questions.
Yeah.
And you said there was a man and a woman who signed separately.
Yes.
Mr. Albright wasn't there, you were, but then those petitions got taken away before you had the opportunity to sign the circulator statements.
Yeah.
And you do not know the name of either the man or the woman, is that correct?
No.
Do you know what days they signed on?
I don't, unfortunately. I did ask when council members, Chip and Chris called me, I asked them to provide me with dates of the signatures that were in question, and I said I would try to go back into my camera footage to find them. They said they couldn't provide me with the date, so I did go back and try to see on my camera footage if I could find anything, but my footage only goes back 30 days, so I don't know dates.
Do you know those two papers that the man and the woman signed? Do you know anybody else that signed the same paper, either one?
I don't know. I'm in my office every day, but I'm a massage therapist, so I'm in my room a lot. I do check the forms every day, and as far as I know, when they were picked up, there's one signature on each page still. I asked my office members if they recalled collecting any signatures, and nobody else had, other than the two the night of the concert.
With respect to those two petition papers, you said the woman signed one, the man signed the other.
Correct.
Is there any, can you think of any way that we could go back now and identify which petition papers those were?
Not unless they were single signatures on one page. That would be the only thing that I would suggest that would give us an idea. But even then, I couldn't say whether that was them or not.
So there's no, you're not aware of any sort of identifying mark, somebody spilled coffee on the wrong part of the petition, something that would make it stand out.
I mean, I don't. I wish I did, but I don't.
Does anybody have, either council have any further questions based on my question?
So if there's two pages with single signatures, if one of them is dated May 19th, you wouldn't have video going back that far.
No, my video goes back 30 days.
But what day was the concert?
So I will say that this, he posted this immediately after he left my building. And I would say within the first week is when the woman came by. I don't know the exact day, but I know it was within the first week. And the gentleman came by within 30 days of this. But that's my best guesstimate on time frame, because when she came in, I was shocked because I thought I'd have more people coming in, and I didn't. So she was the first one within the week. But that's as far as I can remember.
But did they sign, you said the day of the concert?
So I didn't witness those signatures. There was,
Oh,
yeah, that was another one of my therapists. I asked all my therapists to give me as much information since I'm not always out there. So that was the day of the concert in the park, which was June 27th.
And if Jennifer Loving were the one signature, she signed on June 23rd. Do you have video going back to June 23rd?
What page is that, Chris?
That's page 17, first page.
I will say that the woman who came in did have a young child on her hip, and she looked like the child could have been hers, or possibly, you know, somewhere around that age. It definitely wasn't a woman who was a grandchild. It looked like it was her child. She had one, I think it was a little girl with her. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to give you as much as I can.
No, I appreciate it, thank you. This may be a little bit of an unfair question, so I can't answer it, no. I'm gonna ask you something I would be very terrible at answering. But the woman, can you approximate her age?
In her 20s, at least, yeah. I mean, I have a daughter who's in her 20s, so I feel like she was about my daughter's age.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a really silly question? What is that mark on page 18? We hereby designate the following petitions, and then there's a, is that just a stray mark the BOE made? I checked it on.
Oh, like a zero?
These are like-
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is.
6,
Where are you on there? First or second?
Page
Oh,
18.
right there.
first page.
Right above the committee.
Yeah, it might have been somebody just like a pen mark or something.
Would that have been somebody starting a pen in your business?
I honestly can't say.
I can't hear you.
I honestly can't say. I mean, we don't use pens for really much in my office, so I don't know.
Anything else from this witness?
Just briefly, to be clear, Exhibit I was your storefront, correct?
Yes, sir.
You did post online about this matter, correct?
I did.
And you stated online that there were 2 signatures collected at your business.
That's correct.
And today you're saying there's 4.
That's correct.
Okay. So you thought about it, and there's more signatures than the 2 you posted online.
Actually, no, I knew that this meeting was coming, so I reached out to all my staff members for clarification if they witnessed any. I assumed that they told me all of them, and they hadn't. I have a text message from the therapist, Bridget, who was there at the night of the concert, and she said, I actually did have this. She was willing to sign, date, and affidavit so I could bring it here to present it to you guys. Unfortunately, our power went out, and she was out of town this weekend. But she is available if you guys want to contact her for her personal.
Anything further?
If I submit to you, it's a matter of public record that on June 23rd was the concert. You would agree with that?
It was on a Tuesday. I thought it was the 27th, but you could be sure. I'm not sure.
And if the 23rd is the same day that Jennifer Loving signed, it's possible she was the individual in there. You just don't know her name.
I wasn't there, but I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Sherman?
Mr. Moore asked you about posting on Facebook or social media about 2 signatures. When you did that, you had not talked with your staff yet.
No.
And so you didn't know about the 2 the night of the concert.
No, I actually posted that when I found the petition or whatever that somebody signed, and they twisted my words a little bit, I feel like, and it kind of upset me. So I posted online to verify. I have a business in the village. I don't have to say one way or the other. My point is that people deserve the right to have a place to be heard. And so I felt like they were kind of dragging my name and my business name down a little bit, and I needed to clarify that that was not the case.
Very good. And just if I understood you correctly, Exhibit I was posted May 6th. You indicate the woman who came in and signed and then the petition disappeared,
Yeah.
signed within a week plus or minus of that
Yeah.
date,
I don't know when it disappeared, but I know she did come in and sign with me.
within a week. So it would have been early May, not late June.
Correct.
And finally, I thought you had said some people had called you about getting videos. Can you explain what's going on there?
Chip Stewart called me and asked me about the signatures in my office. He questioned me about it. He asked me if for judicially more information because it was being questioned the validity of the signatures in my office. He asked me for if I'd be willing to sign an affidavit, and at the time I said yeah because I'm busy and I don't have time to like come to a hearing. He said that Chris Moore would contact me. He said that he could run down an affidavit for me, and I questioned it and I said, if you're gonna have me sign an affidavit, you at least want my statement. And that's when he said Chris Moore would call me. So Chris Moore called me a few days later. We talked about things. I had time to think about it, and I told Chris, I said, no offense to the council or the city of Batavia, but I feel like it's my due diligence to try and honor these 2 signatures because this is what they wanted. And so I would feel better coming to the hearing so you guys could hear word from me, not an affidavit that could potentially get mistruth somehow.
Thank you very much. Nothing further.
Counselor, do you have anything else?
Nothing, bro.
Gentlemen, do board members have anything? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
are excused. Call your next witness.
Nancy Morris.
What's the name?
Nancy Morris.
Morrison, please have a seat
Thank you.
and the court reporter will swear you in.
Pardon me?
The court reporter will swear you in.
Would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Can you state your name? Keep your finger on that page. You state your name and address for the record, please.
Nancy Morrison, 2218 Streamside Drive.
Ms. Morrison, I'll ask you to look at Exhibit B, Board of Election Part Petition, page 13.
Right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If you look at the second part of that, it's a 2-sided document that was copied on. They just flip the next page. You have that in front of you.
I do.
Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And where did you sign that document?
At my front door.
And that's your front door extreme side.
Yes, sir.
And who did you sign that in front of?
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to object. That is not part of the protest. This is protest in their exhibit number 46. The basis for the protest on Ms. Morrison is that the circulator statement was improperly completed and that it was supposedly included on a part petition in which the circulator knowingly allowed a person to sign whom she knew was not registered to vote in the village of Batavia. There's nothing about not being witnessed. It's an improper line of inquiry because the protest isn't specific.
Issue with the circulator.
Objection to the.
And you signed that in front of whom, ma'am? A male or a female?
Man,
Tall guy?
it's all good.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
Tall guy was the question.
Yes, sir. It was a tall man.
Yeah.
And did you sign that petition that's in front of you at Cincy, or at Sin City, the vape shop in downtown Batavia?
No.
So on May 31st, 2026, you were at home.
Yes.
On May 31st, 2026, someone came to your house and you signed the petition and it was a man.
Yes.
You see the bottom of the page where it says circulator statement, ma'am?
Yes.
Did that man identify himself as Jeanette?
Objection, it is beyond the scope of the protest that was filed.
Protest specifically references issues with the circulator statement.
That is not specific enough. It's the specificity in the protest, as I just read, is solely that the circulator statement was improperly completed, including only a first name. So the question is, can a circulator statement include a first name only? And that the person allowed a person to sign whom she knew was not registered to vote in the village of Amelia.
And it
This
is
line of questioning is beyond the scope of the protest.
not at all. It is improper if you sign it as Jeanette, when in fact it's William Albright who obtained the signature. I have nothing further for this witness. Thank you, ma'am.
I would move to strike her testimony.
Overruled. Sir, any questions?
No questions.
Thank you, ma'am. You're excused.
I'm sorry. Thank you for coming.
Call your next witness. Sorry, who? Larkins?
Julian Larkins. Julian Larkins. And it's just Julian. Julian's not. No Julian. Okay. All right. So for the record, subpoena was issued to Julian Larkins in this matter. Mr. Larkins is not here at the time of his request to appear to testify. We would call Jeanette Adwani.
Sorry, who?
Jeanette Adwani. Bless you.
What petition and protest?
You read the document. You can figure it out.
That's very professional, Chris.
It is professional. You have the document. You can go look for it.
No, Adwani?
No, Jeanette.
For the record, Jeanette Adwani was subpoenaed to be here. She is one of the two circulators of documents. She is a circulator of documents, and she is the signed circulator. with
Objection, this is
respect
argumentative.
to Janet Morrison. She is not here today. We would request her presence.
You gonna rule on my objection, Mr. Chairman? We're gonna get ignored.
You know, I'm gonna overrule your objection. You can make his record. The witness is not here. We're not gonna make, she's not gonna magically appear today. So. Next witness.
Rex Parsons.
Afternoon, Mr. Parsons. We've got the sheriff here in the front.
Okay.
And the court clerk will swear you in.
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, all the truth, and
Yes, sir, we'll proceed.
You state your full name and address for the record, and sir, you can provide your business address. It's sufficient.
Rex Parsons, I live at 4624 Citation Court, Batavia.
So were you present at the Village of Batavia on June 30th, 2026?
Yes.
Jay. Oh, excuse me. I may have that back. These are all part of one big exhibit. My apologies, sir. These are all yours.
Congratulations.
Good news is I'm not having to mark all of them.
Now, I'll ask my question again. Is this Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Proceed.
Mr. Parsons, have you reviewed Exhibit J?
I have, yes.
Is that you in those photographs?
I believe it is. Pictures are very poor, but I believe it's me.
I will agree with you. They're not the highest quality, but it does look like you in the pictures, correct?
Mhm.
And you were at the village council meeting on the 30th, correct?
Yes.
On that date, did you go over to where William Albright was sitting, pick up the petition and walk it over to Mike Gardner?
I did.
And did Mr. Gardner sign that in front of you?
I don't know. I didn't witness that.
And you weren't asked to be a circulator, were you?
Nope.
And after you gave the petition to Mr. Gardner, did you take it back to where Mr. Albright had been sitting?
I don't know that I did. I don't remember.
If I represent you that the photographs and materials we've reviewed reflect that Mr. Gardner himself placed it in Mr. Albright's seat, would that be correct to your recollection?
I honestly don't remember.
But you know certainly, as you sit here, that you went and got the petition. Mike Gardner had it in front of him, correct? Say yes?
Correct.
And was William Albright standing there when Mike Gardner was working on the petition?
I don't know. I don't know what Bill was doing.
Okay. If we look at Exhibit J, excuse me, sir. First photograph, that's you holding the petition, correct?
Yes.
That's Mike Gardner sitting,
I think it is.
and that's William Albright with his back to you, correct?
I think it is. You're asking me to describe all of these people. I'm not real sure the other people that were there. But from these fuzzy photographs, it looks like it is, but I'm not sure.
Do you know William Albright, correct?
I do.
And you know that William Albright was present at that meeting because you got the petitions from him,
I
correct?
did.
And you took it to Mike Gardner.
Mike asked me to do that, yes.
But you, again, you weren't acting as a circulator.
No,
But you didn't witness his signature.
no,
It was June 30th, 2026.
was.
Did you attend the entirety of that meeting?
I am not sure.
You know whether or not Mr. Albright attended the entirety of that meeting?
I don't know that.
Do you know whether or not Mr. Albright and Mr. Gardner ever actually sat and talked about Mr. Gardner's signature on the petitions?
I don't know that.
Sir, I will show you what is marked as Exhibit B, petition, part petition, page 17.
Okay.
You have that in front of you?
I do.
And I will just ask you, that contains Mr. Gardner's signature, apparently, correct?
I don't know Mr. Gardner's signature.
Zach,
I can't testify that this is his signature.
but it purports to be, correct?
You're telling me it is, yes.
And that's dated June 30th, 2026, correct?
According to this, yes.
And that's the day you were at the hearing?
That's correct.
And that's the day that, at Mr. Gardner's request, you walked over, got the petition, and walked it back to him, correct?
That's correct.
Did you talk to anyone about your testimony here today? Did you talk to Chris Hicks about your testimony here today?
Nope.
Did Mr. Hicks ask you about your actions and you told him you would come here and tell the truth?
I didn't tell Mr. Hicks that.
Mr. Hicks posted a video in which you said you would tell the truth when asked. That was your statement, correct?
That's correct.
And that's what you've done today.
That's correct.
Mr. Parsons, I appreciate your time, sir.
Am I free to go?
No, yeah, President.
Now you give me.
Kurt, may I interject with one question? That's
Sure.
Sort of mechanical, but, Mr. Parsons, you testified that you handed Mr. Gardner a petition. Is what you handed him the original of this page 17, the exhibit B that you were looking at a moment ago?
I have to be honest with you, I did not look at or read what I handed Mr. Gardner. I was simply Bill Albright gave me the clipboard and I walked it over to him. I simply transported it from one side of the room to the other. I did not read it. I did not witness him to sign it.
So you don't know whether what you handed Mr. Gardner is this page 17 of exhibit B or not.
I'm not sure. I don't know that.
Thank you. Looking at Exhibit J, these still photographs. Can you tell me if these are in chronological order as to what occurred that night, assuming all of ours are in the same order? I mean, if you look at the bottom, there's like a number 4, 5, 6, and it goes up to number 18, with the last page not having
For
it.
the record, he dropped.
I've got it back.
Oh,
They're numbered at the bottom.
let me see. Yeah, let me. There we go. Okay, yeah, if you look at the bottom, it looks like there's a numeric order starting with number 4, and it goes up to 18. And the last page does not. It just looks like a close-up of a page. So I'm trying to figure out if you can tell us if the order that they are in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 18, is that in chronological order as to what occurred that evening?
No, they're not.
They're not in chronological order.
No.
Ben should ask you to place them in chronological order if you're able to. Or give us the numbers that are in chronological order so we can figure out from these still photographs what's going on as best we can.
I have to be honest with you, the pictures are such poor quality, I can't really tell. So this one would be, number 8 would be number 4 is in the wrong order. It's not, doesn't belong there. Pictures.
Let me ask you this. This might help.
These two are the same picture.
Which-
13 and 14 are the same picture.
13, 14?
The frame's been moved over a little bit to show another person here.
Okay.
That's the same picture.
Okay.
And the first picture with Jay had it on top. That was later in the sequence.
If you can, start at number 6. I'm going to suggest to you number 6 starts the sequence.
Okay, number 5, I'm sitting beside Mr. Gardner. He had spoken to me,
Okay,
and I
sorry.
got up and walked. So number 5 is first. In order of sequence.
Yes, please.
Then number 6.
Right.
Then 7. Then 8. Then 9, I'm walking the petition back. And 10, I'm sitting down. Then 11. Now I don't know what's happened now because
Okay, let me jump. So basically, if I understood, 5 through 11 appear to be in chronological order.
correct.
Now, if you look at number 9 and compare that to number 4, they appear to be 4 appears just be a close-up of 9. Would you agree with that?
Correct.
Okay. So they're somewhat duplicated. And so and then the next set, starting at 12. If you look at, compare the last one, that first sequence, number 11. And then in 12, you got a lady with a white shirt and some gentleman in a light blue shirt appears talking to you. See that on number 12.
Yes.
They're not in number 11.
No.
Okay, but I think 12 starts another whole series of events. So if you look at 12, because you look at I'm following kind of the lady in white. 12, then 13, she's up front.
Okay.
And 12 and 14 seem to be duplicates.
Correct.
15 is up front. She's up front too, right?
Mhm.
And 16, she's up front, as is 17 and 18, correct?
Correct.
So it kind of seems like we got two distinct segments occurring. Pictures 5 through 11, and then 12 through 18. Do you agree that kind of what it indicates there from what it indicates?
I do.
Can you tell me the amount of time between the events of a photographs 5 through 11 versus 12 through 18? How much time elapsed that evening between those two events?
objection.
Overruled. Objection made.
You indicate these represent what are pictures that appear to be taken from that night on June 30th, correct?
Mhm.
Are you able to tell me how much time elapsed between those two series of photographs? Were 4 through 11, then 12 through 18?
I honestly do not know.
But when you handed the clipboard, it was on a clipboard that Mr. Albright provided to you to give to Mr. Gardner?
I believe it was.
You handed that to him and Mr. Gardner had the clipboard. Mr. Albright was in that room, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
But again, Mr. Parsons, your testimony here today, you didn't witness the signature even though you were sitting next to Mr. Gardner, correct?
Correct.
And you don't know when he signed it? And based upon the photograph, though, the only time that Mr. Albright appeared, his back is to you, correct? At the dais.
According to the photograph that I have here, yes.
And do you recall Mr. Mr. Albright coming over when you were sitting next to Mr. Gardner that evening?
No.
Thank you. Nothing further, sir.
Mr. Harden, anything else?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Mr. Parsons, there's one thing you kind of confused me, because I thought when I asked you before, you said you didn't know it was on the clipboard and you look at it. Then when Mr. Hartman had you going through these two photographs, he's at Jay, he says, look at walking the petition back. Did you know it was a petition?
I asked for the petition. I didn't read it. So I assumed that it was the petition, but I did not look at the page here.
Your understanding, at the time this happened, whether your understanding, you were handing Mr. Gardner a petition about the surrender of corporate powers.
Yes.
Even though you did not look at the specific document, that's what you understood was on that clipboard.
Only because that's what I asked. And I assumed that's what he had. But I did not read it and didn't look at it.
You asked Mr. Albright for that? You said only because I asked for him. You asked Mr. Albright for that?
Yeah, I sat next to Mr. Gardner. He asked me, I'd like to sign the petition, but I'm afraid to go up there because he had a restraining order against Mr. Albright had a restraining order against Mr. Gardner. So I said I would go up and get it for him and he would sign it. So I went up and asked Mr. Albright for it. And that's what he handed me. I took it back. I didn't read it.
Okay. Just want to be clear on what your quality of knowledge is.
Yeah.
Any questions of Mr. Parsons based on what I asked?
None here.
Nothing further.
All your next witness, counsel. Thank you, Mr. Parsons.
Albright Gardner?
After you, Mr. Gardner, if you please have a chair there and the court reporter will swear you.
Raise your right hand.
Plead the fifth.
I'm sorry.
I plead the fifth.
You can't leave the fifth piece for that.
I swear.
Yeah, there's something to swear to.
So do you solemnly swear to testify that you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but yourself?
I do.
Mr. Gardner, do I correctly understand what you were saying a moment ago to be that any questions you are asked in this proceeding, you are going to decline to answer on the grounds they may tend to incriminate you and
Yes.
be a violation of your rights?
Yes.
Fifth of the United States Constitution.
Yes.
And you will assert that with respect to any question asked.
Yes.
Gentlemen,
I'm going to ask a few questions. Let him assert the fifth.
I don't believe it is necessary to go question by question with this witness. He's not a party and therefore no adverse inference.
I think he's made clear he's going to assert the fifth to anything. I don't see the point in doing that. It's not, we're not a jury here, so you don't get the presentation value of that. I mean, if you insist, I will let you, but I don't see the point. If in fact Mr. Gardner is going to take the fifth as to anything we ask, then I'm going to assume that he's going to do that. And so I think he's going to do.
I'm going to ask him one question.
Uh,
Mr. Gardner, did you sign the petition to dissolve the village in front of Mr. Albright?
I plead the fifth.
Thank you.
Mr. Hartman, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Mr. Gardner, you are excused.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We call Glenn Napier.
Who?
Sorry.
Glenn Napier. Also, for purpose of the record, a challenge to his voter status was filed last week with the board.
While we're waiting for Ms. Napier, I would object to his testimony for getting into his voter status. He is not listed as or identified at all in the protest. And does not comply with 3501.39. I don't have him on my. Mr. Chairman, on my objection, he's not on Exhibit B.
Overruled.
Glenn Napier is not.
Glenn Napier is not here. Shannon or Jerry Cannon, if either one is here.
Okay. Who else if they're not here?
Well,
Shannon here?
You got it. No.
Mr. Chairman, I would object to any efforts to invalidate a signature of Mr. or Mrs. Cannon, as neither of them their signatures are challenged within the protest itself. That is Exhibit B.
Objections noted, overruled. Ms. Cannon? Yes. The court will swear you in.
Oh, you saw me through the test. I did.
Could you state your full name and address for the record, please?
Shannon R. Cannon, 2391 Streamside Drive.
Can you please speak up? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
2391 Streamside Drive.
That's right, ma'am. Okay, this is Ken.
Ms. Cannon, when did you move to Streamside?
I think we closed June 15th.
And when did you move in?
June 15th.
And
Well, actually, it was probably that following weekend.
so within a week?
Yeah.
Before the end of June?
Correct.
And do you currently live with anyone at Streamside at 2391 Streamside Drive?
Yes.
With whom do you reside?
I live with my husband, who was also subpoenaed, but he's out of town for work, and my son.
Do you live with Glenn Napier at that
No,
address?
that's who we bought our house from.
Do you live with Melissa Hubbard at that address?
No.
Objection, this is completely irrelevant. It's beyond the scope of the protest of Exhibit B.
Objections noted, overruled.
You purchased the property from them.
Correct,
They moved out, you moved in.
correct,
They don't live there.
correct.
Objection, it's beyond the scope.
Haven't lived there since the end of
Objection
June.
beyond this, can I get my objection on the record and not be cut off
You
point?
got it on the record.
It's beyond the scope of Exhibit B. It's not within the protest.
You said that several times. Overruled.
And Glenn Napier, Melissa Hubbard didn't live with you on July 1st, 2026.
Objections,
I've never
same
lived with them.
objection.
Glenn Napier and Melissa Hubbard didn't live with you on August 3rd, 2026.
Same objection. Can I
That
get
would be
rulings on
correct.
my objections from
You
the
can
chair?
have a you can have a running.
I'm not allowed to have running objections per the Supreme Court in State Ex Rel Hallwardell versus the Hamilton County Board of Elections. I've got to object per that case.
They're going to be overruled.
Do you wish your husband was at home?
He's out of town, and I'm like, what the heck?
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Okay.
I have no questions and would move to strike her testimony.
Overruled.
I have something further. Is that a copy of your deed that's in front of you?
I have no idea.
That is marked as Exhibit K. Please take a look at that. I'll represent you. It was obtained from the Honorable Recorder's Office.
Oh, yes, yes.
As a matter of public record, not from
Objection,
the Honorable Recorder himself.
Overruled.
Is that your deed, ma'am?
objection.
Well, they have my names on it, so I'm assuming yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. They may have questions for you.
I have no questions. I will renew my motion to strike her oath testimony. It's beyond the scope. I've got to put on the, Ray, you know I've got to put on the
You
record,
already said it. You
but
know
I
what
got to
your
put on the
objection-
record
your objection's
for each
on the
objection.
record. Overruled.
It's beyond the scope of the protest of the Exhibit B and consistent with 3501.39.
Ms. King, I just want to be clear on one thing. I thought you said, I want to be clear on this. You said that you moved into this property at the stream side within a week of June 15th. Is your
Yep.
best recollection?
Correct. We closed on the 15th, was a Monday, and I think we moved that weekend. I mean, slowly moved in that during the week, but
Do you know when Glenn Napier moved out?
when we moved in,
She testified they've never lived together.
I've never.
If she closed on the 15th, though, I'm trying to, was Mr. Napier still in the residence as of the
So
15th?
they were slowly moving out, and we were slowly moving in, but we never lived together, and we closed on the house on the 15th, and they had all their stuff out probably before we started moving our stuff in, so.
And that was within 7 days.
Yeah, it was in the week.
So by the 22nd of June, excuse me.
May. Oh.
May.
Mhm.
June.
That weekend was June 20th and 21st. Did you move in that weekend?
The weekend after, whatever, I can look on my phone, but yeah.
Thank you. You've heard your objection.
I'm going to renew my objection, renew my motion to strike her entire testimony.
Overruled.
You can tell the witness she's done. I think
Yeah,
she's
you're
good.
excused, ma'am. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thanks for coming in.
Alrighty.
Next witness.
Tell your husband he owes you.
Yeah, right.
This is Chris.
Who is this?
Chris Fitzpatrick.
Patrick, if you would, overruled, swear you in.
Raise your right hand.
I do.
State your full name and address for the record, please.
Christopher Michael Fitzpatrick, and my address is 2368 Bridgewater Drive, Batavia, Ohio, 45103.
Yes, sir. I will show you. It is marked as Exhibit B, page 12 of the court petition. You can hold that.
Okay.
And on the second page, if you turn one page, it's the backside. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature?
That is my signature, yes, sir.
Dated May 31st, 2026?
That's correct.
And you signed this on that date?
I did.
And sir, when did you renew your driver's license or change your address with the BMV?
Objection, it's irrelevant.
I honestly couldn't tell you the exact date.
Sir, at the time you executed that document, Board of Election, Exhibit B, Board of Election, page 12, you had not changed your voting address, had you?
May not have by that time.
So it's possible at the time you signed this, you actually weren't a registered voter in the village of Batavia.
Objection, it mischaracterizes the requirements of the law as the status of the registration at the time the petition is filed.
Answer, sir.
It's possible, yes.
And when you signed this, did anyone ask you for your driver's license?
No.
Did anyone ask you if you were actually qualified to sign?
No, not to my recollection.
Did you sign it in front of a man or a woman?
Man.
I think we're good. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
No questions.
Got a couple. Mr. Fitzpatrick,
Yes, sir.
you are currently registered to vote in the village of Batavia, is that correct?
That's correct.
Do you know, if you know, when you registered to vote in the village of Batavia as opposed to your prior address?
To be honest with you, sir, I couldn't tell you the exact date.
Okay, fair enough. Anybody else have any questions? Mr. Rudd? Conrad? Joe? Thank you very much for coming in, sir. You are excused. Oh, you got
Just
a
real,
question?
but you would agree, sir, that the Board of Election Records, with respect to when you actually became a registered voter in the village of Batavia, that would be the date.
I would say so.
Thank you.
Do you need this?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. no
Thanks for
problem.
your time. Call Alyssa Schmidt.
Ms. Schmidt, please come up front. I'm sure right there. Look for this way up.
Please solemnly swear to testify the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
You state your full name and address for the record, please.
Alyssa Schmidt, 500 Claremont Avenue, Batavia, Ohio.
And I'm going to show you what has been marked as Exhibit B, page 34. Can you take that, please? Is that your signature?
Yes,
Can you sign that on May 7th, 2026?
yes.
Where were you when you signed that?
I'm not sure. Was I at Muscle Mechanics, maybe?
Did you sign once at Muscle Mechanics?
Yes.
Can you turn to the second page? When you signed that, did you sign that in front of a man or a woman?
I don't remember.
Do you know who William Albright is?
Yes.
Do you know if you signed this in front of William Albright that day?
He wasn't standing next to me when I signed it.
Okay. I'll show you what is Board of Elections, page 9. Excuse me, ma'am. You have Exhibit B, page 9 in front of you?
Yes.
And is that your signature on page 9 as well?
Yes.
And that's dated May 9th, 2026, correct?
Yes.
You remember signing that?
I do.
And where were you when you signed that?
My home.
And who was present when you signed that as far as the person witnessing your signature?
William Albright.
Because you know who he is.
Yes.
And you remember him being there on the 9th.
Yes.
Did you say anything to Mr. Albright? Because it's 2 days later. Like, hey, I just signed this.
So I misunderstood. I thought I needed to sign. This isn't going to make sense, but like since there's only room for 2 signatures, I assumed I needed to sign on the same paper as my husband. That's why I thought I needed to sign.
Did you tell Mr. Albright that?
Yes.
Told him, hey, I've signed twice. You're going to have to get the other one.
Yeah. No, I said I have to sign on the same paper as my husband.
And he said yes.
I don't know if he didn't hear me or what, but I think it was just a big miscommunication.
You wouldn't have knowingly signed it twice.
No.
But you signed it at least on the 9th as well, correct?
Yes.
And going by the second page, you signed that one as well in front of Mr. Albright, correct? Or at least it's indicated that Mr. Albright's saying he witnessed your signature.
Yes.
But your testimony today is that you were at Muscle Mechanics on May 7th, correct?
Yes.
And was he actually witnessing your signature that day?
He might have been outside or something.
He was outside, but he wasn't there when you signed.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Just a few questions here.
Okay.
Just in terms of this signing at Muscle Mechanic, you're saying that Mr. Albright was not hovering over your shoulder,
Right.
right? But he could have been in the vicinity and observed what you were doing still.
Yes.
Okay. And it would have been clear that you were signing the petition on the camera.
Yes.
But again, he just wasn't hovering over you or helicoptering over you.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
And I apologize, ma'am. But again, to be clear, he wasn't inside Muscle Mechanics while you signed.
No. In the building.
Yeah. And you attempted to tell him this on May 9th. You're just not sure he heard you.
Correct.
Thank you.
I'd like to go back to May 9th. And what were the circumstances by which you were at your house and you and your husband signed this? Can you kind of go play-by-play as to what happened?
So I have 2 big dogs and I have a 2-year-old.
Speak up a little bit louder if you could, please.
I have 2 big dogs and I have a 2-year-old. And so my husband signed, my dogs are like running in and out of the door and my 2-year-old's there. And I was like, oh, I signed at Muscle Mechanics. And then I was like told to sign on the same page as my husband. So my husband hands me the paper and Mr. Albright might not have been paying attention.
It was a chaotic
Yeah.
scene with the dogs and
Yeah.
everything occurring, right?
Yeah.
Dogs barking.
No, they were just smelling them and running around the front porch.
How big are they?
They're 90 pounds.
2 90-pound dogs?
Yes.
Okay. So again, it was just a hectic situation.
Yeah.
It's trying to get the signatures that control the dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any redirect, Counselor?
No, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Schmidt, you are excused. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Consider my colleagues any questions?
No, sir.
Sorry, I forgot.
Thank you.
Call your next witness.
We take a quick break because I have one last witness. I just want to get a water and
Is it going to be a quick witness?
no.
Oh,
I need some water too, actually.
okay, but really planning on taking a break before we started the petitioner's case, but,
I will be brief.
you okay taking a break?
Famous last words from a lawyer.
Yes.
We'll take a break until 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Clock on the wall.
Thank
you.
time though.
Hmm?
You got a minute to talk?
A little bit, not, I wanted to get ready for this.
Okay.
Her name is Mary. Yeah, her name is Mary. Oh, it is not. Did you get the message too? Okay, so my name is her. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Bailing out of one.
Killing me. I do. No, those are some. Yeah. I know that. No, I just.
After, well, he got her, like, started talking about the story, I just didn't. So he never.
The way they can move back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Always. That's how I'm working on that.
Yeah, I thought that done water. Oh, fine. Are you Oh, well, thank you. It's nice talking to you.
She's not on this list, but I don't know if this list.
Yeah, they came for first hearing, not.
Yeah, this is the second here. This is the second
She can
hearing.
go. She's not on the list of people that gave us.
No, that's the
That's the one we're now.
Yeah.
She's not on the list, right?
Yeah, never did call her. I was getting that.
What about Kurt's thing about
Pre-adjudicate.
No. Well, the level of serious here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Here somewhere. Thank you. I guess we're the ones who subpoena first, and you don't.
Is that your book?
I'll go find out.
She was going back to her office. We said we resumed at 1 o'clock. So she got just a minute.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Let's go to the.
Should be live out of 6. I believe that, yeah.
No. I didn't know if it was a meeting. I have it. I gotta have it. It's gonna have a black. Probably.
Oh.
Very good price. Do they have any pictures left? That work. Just the other night.
You got it.
Probably about 5 nights. And he's not fishing now. Probably let go. Somebody else. And they lost. Well.
They didn't lose it until I did this, because that's when they scored it in front of them.
Manual?
It's all really good.
Matt? He said 0 and 0, so they must very much just pulled it up. Might as well get looked at some. That's not working very well.
They're all in the hospital.
Yeah.
You
I'm sorry. No, I'm so skinny. I'm Phil's fan anyway.
That's right.
Still don't care about those guys.
Oh, yeah.
So they just went up, yeah, redo it again.
Telling me that's stick.
Exciting game anyway. Yes.
Chris. Chris, did you say this is your last one? Or are there any other ones?
I think I got them all.
Okay. This is stuff.
Nobody else is being requested.
Okay, I just want to make sure if anybody wants.
We're at the end. Famous last words I know.
We'll just wait for my case.
And there she is. We got everybody we need assembled. Council goes ready.
Ready.
Ready?
Proceed.
I will. You're in the way.
Are you ready for me to swear the witness?
Please do.
Yes, please do.
So would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to the Constitution, true soul, truth, nothing but yourself?
Please proceed.
State your name for the record, please.
William Albright,
What's your address?
4316 Marbury Lane, Batavia, Iowa.
So you just took an oath to tell the truth today, correct?
Mhm.
You know what that means?
Yes, I do.
You do not vote in the village of Batavia, correct?
No, I don't.
But you publicly stated that you're the one who drew up this petition, didn't you?
Pretty much, yep.
You actually posted on Facebook, and I quote, "I'm the one who drew this up." Those are your words.
I had a friend type it up, yep.
So it's your petition.
That's I thought it was, but I've been told it's the circulator or the people on the petition now. I'm just the circulator.
But you thought it was your petition.
Yeah. I've done most of the work on it.
And you understand that you actually referred to this as your petition at the Board of Elections, correct?
And I don't think it would have happened
Mr.
without
Chairman,
me.
I'm going to object. This is really getting irrelevant to validity, invalidity of signatures, et cetera.
Because the validity of the petition.
Objections overruled, but I, maybe because I'm having a hard time understanding the relevance of whether or not Mr. Albrecht called this his petition.
Well, if it's his petition, he's not qualified to have submitted it. Therefore, it's disqualified.
That's a question of law, it's not a question of what he.
But to get there, I have to ask it.
I would also point out that that is not a basis for the objections in Exhibit B, consistent with 3501.39.
Did you talk to Jeff Bach about his deposition?
No.
You understand that Jeff Bach had testified he didn't live in the village.
I saw the challenges. First time I ever saw that.
Sir, I'll show you what has been marked as as Exhibit B. Could you turn to page 41, which would be the last 2 pages of that document? See that?
Yep.
And were you present when Jeffrey Bach signed that document?
At his house down by the river. Yep.
Did you ask him if he was actually a registered voter?
I really don't remember.
Did you ask him for his driver's license?
I didn't ask anybody for their driver's license.
Did you make the decision to put Jeffrey Bach on as one of the committee members?
Somebody recommended his name and I asked him. Yep.
Who was that person?
I don't remember.
Just someone.
I talked to a lot of people. I don't remember.
Did you talk to Steve Schinkel about Jeff Bach's deposition testimony?
I don't recall.
Did you talk to Jeff Bach about the protest that had been filed?
No, I ain't seen Jeff since I turned in the petition.
Did you talk to Steve Schinkel about the protest that was filed?
Yep.
And what was that conversation about?
About a mountain of challenges coming and we're only up a few names.
And did anybody ask you about your actions as a circulator?
Who?
So the petition that you drew up, it contains some warnings in it, bold capital letters, correct?
Yep.
It says you basically have to be telling the truth. You can't falsify things, correct?
Yep.
And you're the one who drew that up, correct?
I used the same petition from Amelia that did in Amelia and I just copied it word for word and I put Batavia instead of Amelia.
Right. It was actually your words. It was good enough for Amelia to be good enough here. Your words, correct?
I'm no lawyer and that's the best answer I could come up with. Yep.
So you took the petition for Batavia and you went out and found some people to be your committee members. And you went ahead and went around and tried to get signatures, correct?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's look at the form. Exhibit B again. Look at the second page of any page of Exhibit B, pages 41 through 41. Do you see them?
What was the question again?
Do you see the second page on that document, on page 1? We'll go to page 1. You see it?
Page 1.
See the second page?
Second page.
See that?
Yeah.
You're the one who had that created, correct?
No, yep.
That's the circulator statement that you knew the circulators had to follow, correct?
Yep.
And you knew that you had to witness the affixing of every signature, correct?
That I signed for you.
And you knew that you had to check to make sure that all the signers, to the best of your knowledge, were qualified to sign, correct?
If I ask you and you tell me you're qualified to sign, I'll take your word on it.
It's good enough for you?
Good enough for me.
Okay, if someone were to tell you, hey, I signed 2 days ago, that was good enough for you too?
I don't want anybody signing it twice.
Okay, if someone said that they were in Muscle Mechanics and signed it, you were outside. Is there a reason why you would have signed that as the circulator?
Because I watched her sign it.
Oh, you did, from outside?
Mhm.
You knew who she was?
I got a general. I don't know her personally, but
And that's Alyssa Schmidt, correct?
name don't sound familiar. I don't know.
You turn to page 34,
Where's the number of that on here?
very top of every other page, you'll see a page number.
I got 31 to 35 here. What number are you looking for?
34, sir.
I can't find 34.
Right here. Page 34 in front of you, sir?
Yep.
See the name Alyssa Schmidt there?
Yep.
Turn to the second page.
Okay.
Is that your signature as the circulator?
Yep.
Is it your testimony as you sit here today that you actually witnessed that signature?
List of whatever. Yep.
Your testimony, so you can hang on to that, sir.
All right.
Turn to page 8. Turn to the second page. Excuse me, turn to page 9.
Okay.
Do you see Alyssa Schmidt's name on there?
Yep.
You took her signature a second time, just 2 days later, correct?
That's what the dates are, yeah.
That's your signature on the second page?
Yep.
Did Alyssa Schmidt try to tell you that she'd already signed once?
If somebody told me they've already signed one, then I wouldn't let them sign.
When you took her signature the second time, did you ask her if she was entitled to vote in the village?
I don't remember.
Did you ask her for her driver's license?
I didn't ask anybody for the driver's license.
So what did you do? What was the standard practice? You just asked people if they were willing to sign, you took their signature?
If you come up to me on the street, I ask if you're village resident. Then it's, what's that? The standard procedure is if you come up to me on the street, I ask if you're village resident. And then it'd be, are you a registered voter? If I'm knocking on your door, I don't even remember if I asked if you're a village resident unless it really come up. You're in the village.
Turn to Board of Elections 13, please, sir.
What was that?
Board of Elections 13, please.
Page 13?
Yes.
Okay.
You have that in front of you.
Yep.
You turn to the second page. See the name Nancy Morrison on there, dated May 31st, 2026. Do you see that Janet Adwani is marked as the circulator?
That came from the vape shop.
Okay, if Ms. Morrison has testified that she was at home on May 31st and you came to her house, would that be incorrect?
That'd be incorrect.
You publicly stated on Facebook that you were going to be on Streamside on May 31st, 2026, because it was the last portion of the development you had to walk, correct?
I don't remember.
Do you need me to show you your post? Will you accept that as true?
It might be true, yeah.
Okay. Would you be surprised then if I told you that every other signature from Streamside that you signed as a circulator are on May 31st, 2026 in Exhibit B?
There were 4 or 5 days I went door to door. There's a whole bunch of signatures on them days.
Okay, but you only publicly said you were going to be there. It was your last street. And the only date that Streamside appears in any of those documents is May 31st, 2026. Do you need to look at them or will you agree with me to that?
What's the question?
May 31st, the only day you were on Streamside getting signatures, correct?
I can't remember.
Okay, and if Nancy Morrison testified she was at home that day and you approached her, you wouldn't disagree with her, would you?
I don't know who Nancy Morrison was.
41 pages were submitted to the Village of Batavia, correct?
Yep.
And you're the one who submitted them, correct?
Yep.
And 41 pages were taken to the Board of Elections and submitted, correct?
Yep.
And you were the person who submitted those pages, correct?
Yep.
Were there any additional pages that you chose not to submit?
There was a couple of throwaway I got from muscle mechanics that nobody would vouch for. I can't get nobody in there to witness them. I'm going to go track these people down, but they're not village residents, so I throw them away.
So if anyone signed at Muscle Mechanics, you just throw them away. You didn't go back in and ask the people at Muscle Mechanics to sign.
Yeah. I just, whoever was working in there, I don't know who it was.
So at your testimony today, there's additional part petitions that just didn't make it in at your selection.
They're not village residents.
Did you discuss this with the committee that you wouldn't be submitting petitions?
I don't recall.
Did you discuss it with Mr. Bach, who's on the committee?
No.
Did you discuss it with Mr. Schenkel, who's on the committee?
No.
Mr. Billingsley?
I don't think so.
How about Mrs. Billingsley?
No.
How about Mrs. Schenkel?
I don't think I discussed it.
So you made your own decision as a circulator that you wouldn't submit pages.
They really didn't have nothing to do with none of it.
Okay, but nevertheless, Nancy Morrison has testified today that you were the person she signed in front of. But that's not what the petition says. Can
Objection,
you explain that?
mischaracterizes her testimony.
Can you explain that, sir?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Other than pages for people who testified that they signed at Muscle Mechanics, that you may have been in the room, and one page from Sin City, there's no pages with less than 5 signatures, sir. Did you do whatever it took to get 5 signatures on each page?
No, I thought there was a couple with less than 5.
There's 3 total pages, sir.
I didn't count how many were full and how many weren't.
I understand the board's admonition. I'll do it quickly. You made the decision to put the language 703.20 at the top of that form,
I copied that a million petitions.
and the request for a special election. Did you ever talk to Victor Billingsley about the petition as submitted?
As submitted.
Yeah, submitted to the Board of Elections.
I gave him an update where we stood.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to object in terms of conversations with committee members about the petition. Doesn't get to the validity or not of signatures on the petition.
I'm going to overrule the objection, but I'm going to ask council, please, let's try and focus in on what we're here about.
Well,
get a little more general effort to just discredit people.
I'm not trying to discredit them. If they've publicly stated, as Mr. Billingsley did, that the petition had problems, would you disagree with that?
I told him there's a mountain of challenges coming from the village and we're only up 1 or 2 names.
Show you what has been marked as Exhibit H, sir. Is that the photograph you posted on Facebook?
I don't know about those or not, but yeah, that's, I might have.
Sir, if I represent you that you posted that on Facebook on May 5th, 2026, you wouldn't disagree with me, would you?
I really don't remember that a long time ago. I don't remember if I posted that or not, but
You wouldn't disagree with me though, would you?
could have.
You want me to get the post for you?
Get the post.
I'll have copies in a moment, but to expedite.